Good night. It's the 15th of February 2024. You're welcome back to Real True Education, not fake news. I was in town today, and I mean, it's only a fiver for 500 reams of typing foolscap paper. I forgot to get it. I never thought of it. I'm down to the scrap here for me topic notice. Please excuse me. John Kerry asked me there about the Clinton Foundation and the donations to Hillary Clinton by the government, and I just want to see what I can dig up here on it. Um, Here is something from Gript. Gript is an online conservative outlet, and its Irish taxpayer has given more than 100 million euros to the Clinton Foundation. So I said 5 to 15. Now, I remember all of this. I'm going by memory mainly in it. There is no greater love known to man, according to our Lord, than to lay down your life for your friend. Well, there's no greater love known to man than the love of Fine Gael for the US Democratic Party. And in 2016, when Hillary Rodham Clinton decided to run, got nominated for the candidate over Bernie Sanders, rigged the whole damn thing in the Democratic Convention. There was an unbelievable whiz among Fine Gael and the Irish government generally. I don't know what way it was that to help her out anyway with our money, of course, not with their own money now, it has to be said, with our money. So we just see what the Gript thing says, and I'll be providing a link underneath. So what it says here, courtesy of Gript, I hope they don't mind me using it. I'm not going to play their contribution. You can go over and get it there. Irish taxpayer, I'd say that means taxpayers, gave 100 million euros. Don't know if it's dollars or euros, not sure, to Clinton Foundation, now mired in allegations of fraud. And now you'll be able to play this for yourself, and there's a gentleman on there from the United States. And apparently a big part of this foundation was helping charitable causes. Irish taxpayers have given more than 100 million euros to the Clinton Foundation. Now allegations of fraud are surfacing. Now, you know that with Democrats in America and left-wingers in Ireland, they're never investigated. Joe Biden was found with the exact same wrongdoing, which is minor enough, keeping a few old documents. What were you going to do with them? There was no allegation with either Trump or Biden that they were going to sell them off to the Russians or to the Chinese or other spies. There wasn't any allegation in either party. But yet Biden gets away with it on the grounds that he's senile dementia, not fit to stand trial, and he's fit to be the president of America. Yet Trump is prosecuted. I mean, this is typical. The other way the left-wingers and the globalists manage is they just don't hassle their own people. So if somebody that's a globalist or a left-winger or a green gets into trouble, they get passed over, whereas everyone else gets done. That's why I have to be unbelievably careful with my channel and everywhere. Only I know the law very, very well. I mean, I wouldn't be able to go on with what I'm doing. I remember years ago, and this did not happen anywhere in the North Midlands of Ireland or the North East, not in my area. There'd be shenanigans in credit unions all over Ireland. There always is a bit in some of them, not in them all, I must say, but there's a good few of them. There's strange things happening, and one was a woman. She was about 38 or 9. She was getting unbelievably big loans and paying nothing back. And this was mentioned to me. I wasn't doing nothing to it. It was nothing really to do with me, but it was mentioned to me, and I kind of knew some of the people a bit, and I began to spot a thing about it. There was this man, an elderly man, now deceased. He was married, but he had no family. And he was pushing loans at meetings of the board. He was on the board of this credit union in a biggish town. And he was all great, wanted to be seen to be helping and all that, the community. And he seemed to be very a good benefactor of this woman, tried to stop her being followed for what she owed and all of that. And I looked at it wisely, and you know what I concluded? I concluded that he was her father, because I got a look at her, and I knew him. and I concluded that at some stage she had a relationship, and this was a daughter out of wedlock or whatever. I mean, at that time you mightn't be able to say that, you kind of now, but I'm not making any issue of that. But that's what I concluded. That's why he was plugging for this lady. He couldn't say it, of course. And when it was checked, it was found that her parentage was questionable on her father's side. I only tell it, it wouldn't be, that'd be actionable if any of them found out. He's dead now, the man, anyway. But I'm just saying like that. But this is the thing, you see, this is how the left, we have to be, the Conservatives have to be always watchful, and the other side don't. Look at RTE, look at D Forbes, look at that other woman I made the video about there. Won't come back to the Public Accounts Committee. These are the ones who was advising us on how horrible Donald Trump was, and how lovely and wonderful Hillary Clinton was. And they themselves won't come back to the Public Accounts Committee, where there was shenanigans to do with money and the administration of money. In any event, I'll post that there. Now, your man says a lot of it was for AIDS in Africa, and the big questions with the Clinton Foundation, which I think had to be wound up over what was happening, and we can only use our imagination with the Clintons to guess what could be going on. Now, just consider how much was in it. The Irish government gave 100 million to it between about 2003 until it was wound up about 3 years ago. No, it was wound up, I think, about 2016. Somebody underneath me posted. But I mentioned Frances Fitzgerald in it. Now, I'm not suggesting that Frances gave money of her own. I hope of that. Or I'm not suggesting she took any money and gave it. What I am suggesting is this, that there's an article in the paper showing that she was the Minister for Justice and Equality between 2014 and 2017, and that presidential election was in November 2016. I remember it well. I was watching Trump's videos, and she had to go over the whistleblower thing. She had to resign over the whistleblower thing. That's a different story. But anyway, so I have here an Irish Independent report by Kevin Doyle and Cormac Quinn on the 25th of July 2016 at 2:30 a.m. Tánaiste Frances Fitzgerald will lead a small army of Irish politicians who will decamp to Philadelphia this week to see Hillary Clinton selected as the first female candidate of the US history. She will be joined at the Democratic Convention by Fine Gael Parliamentary Chairman Martin Hayden and Senate Leader Jerry Buttimer. Ew, Hillary Clinton, she's a woman, oh, the first President of the United States is a woman. Oh, Frances Fitzgerald must have had some shame on her going out at these other two idiots. Oh, Frances, it's not actionable to call them idiots. We'll find out about that one, to be promoting them donkeys. Idiots, and that's what they are, those Democrats, and that's that Hillary Clinton one. Old Bill was an old turning him. He's in a bit of bother since. I can't say too much good or damage myself, but at least there was some wee bit of nature in him, as the fella said. That Hillary one, oh, Jesus, quit, don't be talking. Well, you quit, as an outfit he used to say long ago. Anyway, the thing about it was they did go over. They did go to the convention, right? Why are they getting involved in US politics anyway, right? Now, the rest of that Irish Independent article is behind the paywall, folks, behind the paywall. I am not paying to the Irish Independent. I never got any information. But there you have it. Now, I said that she gave between that the government, of which she was the Minister for Justice, a senior member, gave between 5 and 15 million. I remember at the time there were questions about how much it was, and it was never fully disclosed. But look at what that article says. Since about 2003 till the foundation was wound up, they gave 100 million of our money, 100 million. Now, I've read up on the Clinton Foundation and all about it, and look, I don't know whether what was done or what wasn't, allegations made, I don't know. I haven't the way of finding out and all that. But I do know that 100 million from the Irish government to the Clinton Foundation even if it was all spent on charitable purposes and all that. Why, if our government wants to do charity, why can it not do it itself? Have we no one here capable of doing charity? I thought we had all kinds of organisations of our own. Maybe somebody could answer that. In any event, you have the links there. Now, Frances Fitzgerald certainly went to the convention, and no doubt about it, when she got talking to them over there, she would become very magnanimous, is that the word, with our money. Look it up yourself, read it yourself. 100 million is a lot of money, no matter where it went to. Now, the other thing is, you know that our government had, in about June last year, I discovered and made a video of it, that Irish government had, I'm just fixing the camera, had invested 239 billion. That's billion now. We're talking about 100 million. That's a tenth of a billion. Ireland has invested 239 billion in semi-bankrupt America. And since June of last year, that's 2023, that amount has gone up to 299.4. We have invested 299.4 billion, that's a million multiplied by 1,000 US dollars in the American Treasury bonds, So clearly the phones have been hopping in the latter half of 2023. They want money for Ukraine and for Israel and everything, and we are indirectly paying for those wars by our bond holding. I don't think we should have had bond holdings in America at all, or if there was 100 billion there, that it should be slowly got rid of. Why are we investing the same as our national debt in the United States? Oh, what's it to do with us? Oh, what are we getting out of it? Is it these firms that are here, or what else? Well, why am I paying my taxes for Joe Biden and company? Anyway, somebody wants to comment on that. You'll get the foreign bond holders of the United States online. It's there. I might print for it as well. So I think I've covered that about the whole thing, and about Frances Fitzgerald. She's deeply in love with the US Democratic Party, and she's not gone away. She's coming back again. I think, oh gee, where would you be going with these crowds? At any event, there's one other wee footnote too. Bill Clinton is from Little Rock in Arkansas, and there was an American of Irish extent, descent, called Owen Madden. Owen Madden. Now, I think Owen's ancestry was that his parents went to England from Ireland. Definitely Madden is a name that is very common in Ireland, particularly around County Clare, and indeed it's in Cavan, and it's in some Leitrim and some places. It's all over really, not much in the northeast or the east. It's more Clare really, and Galway. But Owen his parents went to England, and he moved from England to New York, and there he became a famous gangster known as the Killer. And you get him there online, and he was big during the Prohibition and all this gangster crack. But he got into such trouble and running nightclubs and that he left up sticks from New York, and he headed to Little Rock in Arkansas, or thereabouts. I mightn't have the exact town, but he set up some kind of an old dance club or something in Arkansas. I always thought Arkansas is the most beautiful name for a state. Arkansas, it just rings off the tongue. It's so appropriate. Like, if only America could come up. I presume it's French originally, Arkansas, and it ends in an S, you know. In any event, anyway, I digress. But who did Oney employ as a bit of a handyman around the place when he was an old man, still doing a bit of business? Who did he employ? Only the bowed William Clinton. William Clinton his first job was with Oney Madden. Isn't that a good one? So anyway, enough said about all this. If I had my way, I don't see why we should be giving hard-earned taxpayers' money to these Yankees at all. I give them nothing. What the hell? They'll come into a pub. Some of them will buy a drink, but some of them won't. I've seen them coming in after being away for 30 years into a pub where there were 6 people and say hello to everyone. Oh, how are you doing? And walk out. and they'll never put their hand in their pocket. Which is, that's not hard at all. But anyway, I've dealt with this now about this Clinton thing. I mean, it says there 100 million. Read it anyway. I'll give you the post to it. Oh, look at that's it. That's who the people in Ireland want and vote for, and probably will vote for again. That is kind of a mentality we have. Anyway, comment underneath. I hope that answers the question. Give me a thumbs up if you agree and a thumbs down if you don't. Thank you.